Beast. It's descriptive? Anyway, this is probably the second hardest stage to pull off outside of Jet Stingrays, but unlike that travesty, this one was actually a lot of fun to try. Again, like Split Mushroom stage, although you wouldn't figure it, the challenge for this one came from the strategy and not from the actual execution. And the big issue here is the second area, where the enemy convolution is so ridiculous that you really need to optimize every time you fire off the X-Buster. I don't take a shot in that area that isn't pre-planned, because the only way to get through it effectively is to abuse the property of a charged shot, which is the fact that it chains through enemies without losing any power. Even though it seems like the terrain here is really flat and the enemy layout is pretty boring, it's a little underlined, because those Reploids there, I guess the Repliforce foot soldiers, they pop up in areas during the second section there where you're not given much more than a couple of frames to destroy them before a bomb is lanced your way. And when you have so much going on the screen at once, which is to say those giant ride armor guys that really just come at you with no fucking remorse in this part, you don't have any space to dodge, so it's all about destroying things before they get a chance to fire here. And you'll see it starts off right away. There's very little room to land in between jumps. Those guys wig the fuck out as soon as they appear, so you really have to be quick on your feet there. And yeah, this is a very pre-laid path. It took a hell of a lot of time to find out a way to get through this thing without wasting time well, I don't know what the fuck that guy's problem was. Without just wasting way too much on clearing the screen before I move forward. You kind of have to find a balance between taking the time to destroy what's there and, you know, laying out a path for yourself, and actually remembering to move X along the stage. The first time I did a run of this thing, I kind of lazed out the path. I was going to keep it, but I wasn't happy because there was a lot of sections where I just kind of stopped myself on the same screen for, you know, several seconds at a time, just clearing the enemies out of my way. So I'm pretty proud of the revision there. It optimized it as well as I think I could come up with. There's probably faster ways you could go about getting through there, but for the sake of sanity, I mean, the actions you have to take are already so specific as it is that I just kind of kept what I came up with. Obviously, I have nothing to say about the boss that you know, wouldn't already be said when you're playing through this normally. He was a pushover then, he's a pushover now, and that'll conclude the stage. This one took probably near 40 or 50 runs to get through, and honestly, that's not even counting the amount of time I spent planning for the thing, but it was still a fun time. Next up is Frost Walrus's stage, which has a lot in common with Split Mushroom, so I hope to see you for that.